Aanii nabi mishkaki. My name is Skylar. My pronouns are he, him, they, them. I'm two-spirit, and my spirit name translates to water medicine. And I'm lighting a smudge real quick to bring in, technically just to bring in some good, strong energy, to call in, and bring in groundingness and ancestors to kind of be present for this short video. For those of you who don't know my face yet, I am the NAIDOT worker for Batchewana First Nation, which is part of the community wellness team at the health center. Today, I wanted to make a short video that focuses on Addictions Awareness Week. So due to COVID, I wasn't able to do like in-person programming and stuff for this, so I wanted to at least do something short and simple just to say hello and do a little bit of acknowledgement for individuals who use substances in the community, as well as families that are also impacted by such. So when I think of the Addictions Awareness Week, some of the things that came to my spirit when thinking about this and sitting with it is understanding compassion around this entire topic in itself. There is a lot of heaviness around this topic. There's a lot of different feelings around this topic, and all things are valid. I really want to take a second and really focus on, putting a positivity out there with this message, that it reaches people's spirits and that it reaches your hearts. And that when you hear this message, that you open your hearts and you take a moment to really listen and know that everything is coming from a loving place. There's a lot of shame and a lot of guilt. And we all know that shame and guilt are very, very heavy emotions. They can affect someone's overall well-being. So when we look at things, we're looking at it from that Indigenous perspective. So I always kind of see it as a vision of the medicine wheel. So it affects people's mental, their spiritual, physical, and emotional well-being. When looking at individuals who do use substances, we see them and look at them in that lens of a whole person, a whole circle, a whole being, rather than being that one thing, because people are more than just one aspect of themselves, they're a whole being. What I really want to focus on is compassion as a community. Knowing that this is affecting individuals and it's affecting people in the community as a whole, and it's affecting families as well. And each person's uniquely different as well, and the situations are uniquely different as well. When we look at it through that lens of the 7 teachings, we really try to sit with it and see and hear and feel, love, respect, courage. These are all really beautiful, powerful things that is easy to forget, but so important to try our best to remember as best as we can. As a community, we kind of want to bring everyone back into that circle, knowing that people have a space in the circle that creates that connection between all of us, and that connection to a community, the connection to culture, the connection to roles and responsibilities. As a healing journey, each person is walking their own path. And so one of the things to remember around compassion is meeting people where they're at within that journey. Like the feather teaching that I was gifted from a few different elders throughout, my life as I walked my journey. Well, I don't have my huge feather with me right now, but I'll use this little feather to kind of explain. So in the center of the feather, there's the stem that is the center of who somebody is. It's that connectedness, which still is there. It remains as is. And then, throughout people's life, they may go off of that center, I guess you could say, in different paths that they're walking, much like I'm showing you here. But, of course, you can always return back to that center. And those parts of those journeys are sometimes actually what brings you back there. So I wanted to just share that little teaching there for that as well. Shame and guilt are 2 heavy emotions, like I mentioned earlier. And as a community, having compassion for each other and with each other, so that people can move towards their own healing journey as that looks for them in that circle. If you think of it as a web, so you have the individual who's in the middle, we could say, and then all the webs around it. Well, us as a community, we kind of are circling with love and care and compassion around each person as a community. And that's what creates that beautiful, strong web for people to continue healing and to continue growing in their own journeys. if you are looking for information around substance use, please don't hesitate to reach out. I have informed information that's up to date that works for that as well. If you are an individual who is using substances, please know that I create a safe, non-judgmental place that's very confidential, as I respect the privacy for each person and I take it seriously, so that you're able to talk about your experiences and be able to heal and work through whatever that looks like for you, because each person's uniquely different. And moving forward as a community, we can work together to create a safe space together as a community for people to continue healing. So let's remember those 7 teachings. Let's remember in our hearts and spirit what compassion feels like. Reflect on a time when you were in a hard place in your life and somebody reached out to you who was very compassionate and showed you that compassion within their spirit to your spirit, and how that helped you with your own path. So remembering that to the larger picture, to the community sense, and move towards healing as a community so that people can feel comfortable and safe to come out and share. And striving to destigmatize substance use and work towards being less discriminatory against this as well, so that individuals feel safer in the communities. So Miigwetch for listening. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week, and throughout the week, what I'll leave with you is to take some time to lay your sema down, buy some water, and honor the lives that we have lost due to overdose and things like this. That's very heavy on all of our spirits as a community and individually as well. But also to keep forward with the hope and understanding that love can be a very powerful thing when it comes to healing. So Miigwetch, and have a good day.